Hello, welcome back. This is the second day of building. Today, I didn't really have a plan, but I knew I wanted to try something sort of sci-fi. I know I need to get better at sci-fi sort of building, and I saw again on Reddit a little build, and it was sort of like I don't really know how to describe it. It was sort of 4 towers, and it was quite small, 5 floors. I made them even smaller, like 2 floors. But I really liked the colors and the sort of design. But as you can see here, I decided I wanted to have like a central cherry tree. I wanted to sort of have layers of leaves. It didn't really work out. It just sort of looks a bit like somebody made a tree frame and then just slapped a blanket of pink on top of it. But you know, hey ho, it looks good. Yeah, you can see it. I tried sort of adding another layer, and the tree wasn't really big enough, so that sort of fell through. We're adding some texture, different blocks, different pink blocks, concrete powder, and the glazed terracotta, which sort of looks like leaves, which I quite like. So that's that. The response on the first video was actually quite good. I'm pretty happy with it. First video back in like about 6 months. Decent amount of views. I'm pretty happy with it. I really like that video as well. I really like making it. I thought it was, I think, the best video that I've made. Discounting the KSP short that I made a while back. I really like that video, but it's sort of not really a YouTube-y video. It's a short film, so I don't really count that. But we've done a bit of stuff. We've plotted out the roads, or paths, I guess. As you can see, there's the central square where the tree is, and now I'm trying to build the first building, and I realized that the tree was in the way, so I made the bottom really thin. I'd used this gradient, which I really like this gradient. I think I'm going to use this at some point in a different build. It's really nice. It's got a really nice transition. But yeah, it looks a bit janky. It looks a bit sort of lopsided and wonky. But yeah, I think that's something that I would change. Doing this again, I would definitely change that. But now we're working on sort of like the roof area. I like this sort of, I don't really know what it is, because it's not like the roof, but it's like a separator, I guess, between the main building and sort of like an upper loft area. I tried sort of making these Japanese-inspired roofs where the slope of the roof gets gradually steeper. It was too small. So I just went with like this simple sort of shallow A-frame, same that we did on the house last episode. And now I'm adding sort of some sci-fi like sort of details. And now we see my inexperience using the replay mod. I would have this orbiting the build and showing what I'm actually building, but I don't know how to use the replay mod, so that I can't really do. I'll try and figure it out for tomorrow, because I want to do that, and I think it would be good to do that. Obviously Halloween is coming up, so we're gonna have a video tomorrow, and then the video after that will be some Halloween-based video. But anyway, I've been adding some details using a lot of copper. It's a nice contrast with the blue, the orange and stuff. I really like that. Added sort of some pipe things. I didn't really know what I was doing. I don't build sci-fi, as I said, but here we can see that I'm sort of working out the design for a red building. I'm going to use a gradient again, obviously using these beautiful mangrove planks. Scaffolding windows again. I don't know why, I'm just on a high of using scaffolding windows. Backing them, sort of behind them, using the ochre frog light. So give it it means you don't have to do the interior, but it also gives the idea that there's somebody living in there, which I really like. The lights are on, we've got some overhangs on those windows. Really simple, really. They are just spruce trapdoors, and they're being held up by spruce fence gates. It's really simple, and it looks quite good actually. This building is it's pretty simple. It's basically just a rectangle with a triangle attached to it, and we did no detailing on the triangle. So it's the most difficult part of this, I think, would probably be the gradient. The gradient is really the only hard part of this build. And now we're adding the roof. Again, we've got the sandstone outline, but this one is properly the roof this time. Added an antenna and an AC unit. And again, we're going to see the problem with not knowing how the replay mod works. The tree is in the way. So I'm building an orange building out of, I think it was red sandstone and orange terracotta. It's a really cool color combination. Obviously, red sandstone isn't red, it's more orange. So I knew that. I got orange terracotta. I don't usually use terracottas actually, because they're sort of duller. Black terracotta is more brown than black, so it's but I think it worked out here. We've got a polished deep slate sort of separator between the two layers, the sandstone layer and the terracotta layer. That's bordered with birch trapdoors. You can't see it because it's blocked by the tree, but we have birch trapdoor shutters, which look quite good. Now we're just sort of finishing off the build. Not really much to say at this point about the build. I sort of regret building it in the air. I thought I wanted to have layers of the build, but as it sort of came together, I realized that I'd have to sort of improvise a way of doing it to the ground. That didn't go very well. But now I'm adding in sort of green spots because I didn't want to do curved buildings. I wanted to keep it sort of quite open, while keeping sort of the vibe of a city. And obviously it's futuristic, and so I wanted to use an artificial feeling grass. So I used green concrete powder, which before moss was added, you could use to give yourself grass on the side of grass blocks. You just border the edge, and but it didn't really fit. But anyway, we're now working on the curbs of the path, sort of getting all the artificial grass in. I wanted an artificial tree, so that's another spruce tree. I like that one a lot better than the other one. And here you can see me going, oh, it doesn't work. So I decided to just make the base stone, and I was like, that doesn't work. So I made it concrete. Looks a bit flat, but oh well. And the video is over, so enjoy these shots of the build, and I'll see you tomorrow.